On-page SEO tips for faster ranking. This is the topic we are going to cover today, and here we are going to discuss on 11 different tips, and these are the techniques which you can apply on your site for the on-page SEO, and you can expect faster ranking, faster indexing, and you can get lots of traffic from search engines. So let's move on. So first topic is page title optimization, and here you need to remember that the title character length is 70. That is including everything, including all special characters, space, alphabets, and numeric values. And the better if you can complete your page title within 60 to 65 characters, that is best. But couple of months back, Google has expanded their organic results width after they means closed their right rail AdWords ads. So right now, page title with 70 characters is fine. Next point is page title must be unique on all pages of a website. Yeah, if you have 50 pages or 500 pages or whatever, how many pages are you have on your site, whatever number of pages you have, all the pages must have unique page title. That is a very important thing. Otherwise, if you are targeting similar keywords or very same keywords on multiple pages, and then those can be a cannibalization issue which can cause a problem for your site. So target one primary keyword for each page, and those should be separate from each other. The intent should be different on different pages, and page title obviously should be different on all the pages of your site. And obviously page title must have the primary keyword, the focus keyword. If you are using WordPress, you already know what is focus keyword, so you must use the focus keyword on your page title, and that should come as early as possible on the page title. If you are using the primary keyword, focus keyword, at the end of the page title, that will be not good. So it should be used at the beginning of the page title. That will be more effective. Next topic is meta description. Now you need to know how to optimize the meta description to get the maximum benefits. Meta description character length is 160. Again, that is including everything. Special character, all spaces, all alphabets and digits you are using on the meta description. And together the length should be maximum 160 characters. And next, same like page title, all meta description in all the pages on your site must be unique. Those should be different from each other. Meta description intent, the page means the page intent is going to be different from another page on your site. So obviously the meta description should be different for each of the pages. And again, same like page title, meta description must have the primary keyword, focus keyword mentioned on meta description, and it should come as early as possible. Next point is H1 optimization. And H1 is one of the most important thing people is going to view when they lands on a site. So H1 is basically, it's not only for search engines. This is basically one thing which people can see when they land on your page. So this is going to be very crucial, very important. So H1 must be on unique on all pages of your site. Again, the same, because if you have 10 pages, all those 10 pages must have different intents. And if the pages have different intent, obviously you must use different keywords for those pages. Different intents keywords should be used. So obviously the page H1 should be different from another page H1. Second point is it must contain the primary focus keyword. Again, the same rule, you need to use the focus keyword as early as possible on the H1. And third is each web page of a site must have one H1. This is very important. Many time you can see multiple pages, or maybe you can see one page with multiple H1. That is not actually good for SEO. That is technically possible. There is no problem with the HTML. But if you want to do a proper SEO, and if you want to follow the structure of HTML, then one page must have one H1. And H1 should be descriptive. You can't only use the keyword on H1, because this is one user experience. A person who is visiting your page, he can actually see the H1. So H1 should be descriptive. It should tell about the page topic, and it should be clear to the person who is visiting your page. So it should be descriptive. Next point is other headers, other paragraph headers from H2 till H6. On H2 you should use the secondary keyword, the second best keyword which you have after you have done the keyword analysis. If you are maintaining an Excel, so according to the Excel, according to the keyword data, the second best keyword you should use on the H2, and other headers must contain other keywords. All the headers you are using, you should use keywords on those headers, but there should not be any two headers on your page which are using the same keyword. That is very important. So do not use same keyword on two or multiple headers. That is not good for the SEO. Next, fifth point is URL optimization. Very important. Words in URL must be separated with hyphen. That is very important. You can see many websites with URLs and in URLs you can see words are separated with underscore or spaces. That is actually not good for SEO. So all the words you have on your URL must be separated with hyphen, and if you can actually include a means at the end of the URL you should add one slash. That is again another very good point. Second point, URL must not contain underscore or spaces. As I told, it should only use the hyphen to separate words, and you should not use underscore or spaces on your page URL. And URL must be descriptive and must contain primary focus keyword. That is very important again, because URL is one thing which search engines or anybody can see even before they can visit your site. So if your URL is not qualified, if it is not telling about the page, then that's not good, and that is actually that can create problem for the SEO. So what you need to remember here, your URLs must be qualified, and you should use the primary focus keyword on your URL. But remember one thing, do not use any stop words on your URL. So if you are using any keyword, and if the keyword has a stop word there, like say for in, at, off, from, the, a, those are the stop words. So you should not use any stop word on your URL, and URL should be as short as possible and should be in lowercase. Do not mix your cases on URL. That is not good. All the characters you are using on your URL should be in lowercase, small letter, and those should be URL should be as short as possible. But at the same time, you need to remember that to make an URL very short, you should not remove the keyword, or you should not compromise with the intent. So the intent or the topic of the page must be clear on the URL, so that a person who is visiting your page after clicking the URL on another site, maybe you have shared your URL on Facebook and someone is going to visit that. So just by checking the URL, they can actually tell what the page topic. So that is called the qualified URL. So the more qualified URL you have, the better optimization you can expect and better ranking you can expect. So this is same for search engines as well as for users. So you should always use the focus keyword on the URL, remove stop words, and make it as short as possible, and use lowercase, and always separate words with hyphen, not with underscore or spaces. And next topic is again domain optimization. And here basically we are going to have one site. When you are starting a site, the site basically default a site opens with www as well as with the non-w version. So what you need to do, you need to use your htaccess file, or you can use any similar program, and you can set the preferred version, preferred domain. So in case you are using www, if you have set your site on www, and if anybody tries to open your site without www, then the person will be first redirected to the www version, and then the page will come up on the browser, and vice versa. And obviously you should use a 301 redirection to the preferred version. Like say you are using www, you want to use it, and you want your pages, you want your URLs to open like www.example.com/something.html. So that means you want your URLs to open with www. So what you need to do, you need to redirect the non-w version permanently to the www version, and that you need to use with 301 redirection. And third point is Google has EMD updates. Yeah, if you are using an exact match domain, so yeah, definitely exact match domains rank faster than the branded domain without EMD. So that can be helpful in some cases, but you need to always remember that Google updates their exact match domain update algorithm. And if you are not having a very quality site, top quality site, if your contents are not that good, then that EMD can cause problems. So in general, we recommend people to use branded domains, not the EMD domains. But in case you need to rank for a keyword very fast, so in that case EMD domains are actually profitable but risky. Next topic is image optimization. Again, it's a very important thing which you need to do, because images are big files which cause sites to be slow on browser to load. So lots of points here. First one, image file name must contain keyword. So when you are uploading an image, before that, when you are actually naming the image file, always remember to use the keyword there on the image file name. And again, same like URL, separate each words of the URL, separate each words of the image file name with hyphen, with dash, not with underscore or space. So it must contain the keyword, and word should be separated with hyphen. Image must have alt attribute. This is again very important thing. Alt attribute, if you do not use alt attribute on an image, or if you just keep the alt attribute empty for an image, that is basically an HTML error, and that can cause SEO problem also, ranking problem also, because Google used to understand image by reading, by crawling the image alt. So if you do not use alt attribute, or if you miss the alt attribute, or if you keep your alt attribute empty, then it's going to be very difficult for Google to index your image, and that can cause a problem. So always use alt attribute, and definitely you should use the keyword there. And I would like to recommend that it's better to use a keyword on image alt in lowercase. Third point is image should have title attribute with keyword. Again, this is not mandatory, but if you want, you can actually use a title on image title, and that should have the keyword again. And fourth point is image file size should be compressed, because if you are creating a big image, if you are having a big image, and if you are using that image directly on your site, then that can actually cause the site to be slow on browser. So that is not recommended, because faster sites generally ranks higher. So rank means even Google is telling that you need to make your site faster to be loaded on browser and mobile devices. So site speed is a ranking signal, a strong ranking signal. So if you use a big image file which takes long time to get downloaded on browser, so automatically that will create the page to be downloaded slower. So always use image files which is already compressed, and you can use different programs like maybe kraken.io is there, Optimizilla is there. So you can use similar websites to compress image file sizes, as well as you can remove exif data, which is actually unnecessary for a website. Exif data means exchangeable image file format, which means this data actually used to be tied up with an image. So that is by default. So you can use kraken.io or optimizilla.com like sites, and you can remove the exif data easily, and you can compress the image file, and obviously after that you can upload the image. But always remember that the image file must contain the keyword, and word should be separated with hyphen. Images must have alt attribute with keyword, and you can actually use image title attribute also with the keyword. And obviously, as I told, image file size and exif data should be optimized. Next topic is content optimization. You need to remember here that the content is most important thing on your site. So if you do not have much content on your site, then that is going to be a problem for search engines, because if they do not get enough information or enough content on your site, then definitely it's not going to be possible for you to rank on the top positions. So long form contents rank better in general. There is many pages which may be a short content or small content, but still it's ranking. That is possible, but in general we have seen that long form contents rank better. You should always target more than 750 words per page, depending what page you are creating. If it is a landing page or an article page, always target more than 750 words. And if it is simple informational page like your about us or contact us or privacy policy, or maybe if you are creating a category page, so in that case content length or word count is not that important. But in case of landing page and article page, you should always target more than 750 words, but never create any page other than the contact us page with less than 500 words. Less than 500 words pages are considered to be thin pages, thin content, and which is a very good food for Google Panda. So if you have lots of pages on your site with less than 500 words content, then that can be a problem for you, and your site can get penalized with Google Panda algorithm update. Next point is primary keyword must be on the first and last sentence. On your content, first and last sentence are very important. So you should always put your primary keyword meaningfully on the first and last sentence. Do not include the keywords forcefully. There should be a logical, means what should I say? The keyword should come in the natural flow of the content, and that should not break the content smoothness. Obviously you should always read the content after you write. So if you think that the content, the keywords are used forcefully, or the keywords have been mentioned there but it does not sound good, so you should always remove that keyword, or you should rewrite that particular line or the phrase. And as I told, the primary keyword should be on the first and last sentence, and obviously you should repeat the primary keyword on the entire content also. You should use paragraphs with relevant paragraph headers. You should break your entire content on in multiple paragraphs. If you write your content at a stretch, then that is going to be a big problem, because it can cause you lots of high bounce rates. So that is definitely not recommended. So you should always break your content, entire content, into different paragraphs, and that actually helps the reader to stay on your site. That actually helps the reader to be very comfortable with your content. They can read the entire content, they will be comfortable. So if the person who is visiting your page stays on your site for a long time, and if they visits the second page, then that is going to be a big advantage for you. So always break your content in multiple paragraphs logically, and always use headers for that, paragraph headers, and those should be relevant. Those paragraph headers should be relevant with the respective paragraphs. And create lists. Now you must have heard about Google Answer. If you search with something Google, if you may see a white box is appearing on the top position of Google before the organic results, with a list of steps you need to follow to accomplish that particular thing. So that is basically called Google Answer box. If you want your site to rank there, so you need to use a list for sure. So always create lists. It's not only about answer box, but it is good for optimization too. So you should always use lists on your site. And fifth point is keyword density should be something between 2% to 4%. It depends on how many words you have on a page. So if you have around, say, for 500 to 700 words page, so you should always target 2% keyword density. 700 to 950 words page, you can target 3% keyword density. And if you have 950 plus words page, so in that case you should target 4% keyword density. Distribute keywords meaningfully. Again, as I told, don't use keywords forcefully. There should be a meaning, there should be a relevance of using keywords on your content. Do not mix different intent keywords on the same page. That can be a problem. So always use keywords meaningfully. Write good quality and error-free, grammar and spelling error-free contents for human readers. Most of the time you may see a page where the content is not that good. There are lots of keywords they have used, there is lots of grammar and spelling error, and most of the time you can see that the content is actually created for the search engines, not for the human readers. That is not good. because what Google actually wants you to create your page for the human readers, not for the search engines. If a person, if a visitor who is visiting your site loves your content, automatically Google will love it in general. And so always try to write the content for the human readers, for your audience, for your customers. And it should be a good quality, well researched, well formatted content. There should not be any grammar and spelling error. Always proofread your content, and before you publish it on your site. Highlight your main keywords using bold with strong and italic with em. This is again another important thing. There is not this is not a very powerful thing but for optimization or for ranking, but still we use it to highlight our keywords for SEO. And if you want to highlight any keyword with for the optimization purpose, then you should use strong for bold and em for italic. And another point here, don't ever copy your content from anywhere and paste it on your site. Duplicate contents will never help you, and actually that can create problems for you, that will create problems for you. Maybe today, tomorrow, you don't know when the penalty will come for the site. But obviously if you use duplicate content, if you use to publish duplicate contents frequently on your site, you just you have to just wait, but your site will be penalized. So never use duplicate contents, and always check whether somebody has copied your content from your site and pasted it somewhere on your site. You can use tools like DupliChecker or Copyscape to understand, to know whether your content has got copied somewhere on another site or on internet. So you need to perform those things periodically for your site. Next point is inner link optimization. Again, this is very important, very crucial. Contextual inner links are crucial, very crucial, because if you think about a page may have a header section where you may keep links. The page may have a sidebar section where you may keep the links, and a site may have a page may have the footer where you can keep the links. But those sections, the header section, the sidebar section, and the footer section, those are actually duplicate throughout the site. So anything which is duplicate on your site, that's not going to be crawled again and again. So naturally, if you keep the all the links only on these three sections, then your recrawling, reindexing will be slower, and your ranking will be definitely not that good. So what you need to do, you need to create inner links from the content, because the content is one thing which is unique, which is dynamic on each page of your site. So if you have 5 pages, all the 5 pages have different content. If you have 50 pages, all 50 pages must have different contents. So if you can create links, internal links from the content, that is called contextual links. So if you can create contextual links, then that is going to be very powerful for the site. That helps in two different ways. A person who is visiting your site, they can click on the contextual link on the content, and you can get another page view, and definitely that helps you in ranking indirectly. And as you are creating contextual links from the content, and Google is going to crawl the content, so Google can actually check the link, Google can see that link, and Google can follow that link to go to another page, and they can recrawl that page once again. So that actually increases the crawling rate, crawling amount, and which will help you in faster indexing, faster ranking. Inner links should be do follow. Obviously, if you are linking your pages internally, those should be do follow. Never use no follow internal links. There is until and unless there is a strong reason for that. Maybe you are linking if you would say, for you have a landing page and you are linking an about us page from your landing page content. So there is no point of doing a do follow internal link, because we do not want our about us page to rank somewhere on for a keyword search on Google or maybe any other search engine. So there is no point to give a do follow link to your about us page from the content. So other than that, if you are linking to another landing page or maybe another internal article page of your site, so those should be obviously do follow. Inner links anchor text must contain relevant keywords. That is this one thing which you need to do for contextual inner linking. Whenever you are creating an inner link from the content, always use a targeted keyword, but always use a relevant keyword which is matching with the linked page which you are actually linking. So the keyword which you are using on the anchor text of the internal link must be relevant with the linked page, and obviously that should be matching with the context of the linking page. So always do that. Internal linking is very important. It helps you in getting more page views, lower bounce rate, and lower pogo sticking, and that also help you in search engine optimization, because Google can check all the links of your site through the content, so they can crawl the entire site, and it will increase your crawling rate, crawling frequency, crawling amount, and indexing will be much faster. Automatically your ranking will improve. Next point is structured data. Structured data is an advanced technique. You should use that. Structured data can be different, means there can be lots of different types of structured data available, but schema is one of the best, and schema is called the universal structured data. You can use schema to mark up your reviews or events, and there can be lots of other structured data also which you can use with schema. And if you are using structured data, if you are using schema, it's always recommended to test it with Google Search Console. If you have incorporated structured data on a page, you can move to Google Search Console, and if there is a structured data testing tool available there, you go to that tool and put your page URL there and test it. If you see any error there, you have to make it correct, and after that you can get good results out of that. And third point is analyze rich snippets and increased CTR. Rich snippet is not always possible for all the structured data. Obviously, there are different types of structured data which does not give you any rich snippet on search engine result page. There can be some of the structured data like reviews is there, events is there. Those actually give you rich snippet, and that actually helps you to get higher CTR. Your CTR click-through rate will be increased, your clicks will be increased, automatically you will get more traffic to your site, and that will also help you in SEO indirectly. If you can hold that traffic on your site, and if that extra traffic which you are getting after implementing structured data, if you can hold that traffic on your site, if they are visiting lots of pages, automatically Google gets a signal that the content is actually relevant with the search, and that indirectly help you in for higher ranking and that will help you in rank improvement. So structured data does not help you directly in rank improvements, obviously, but some of the structured data will help you to get a rich snippet. Those will help you to get more traffic, and if you can hold that traffic on your site indirectly, that will help you in ranking. But John Mueller has already told that today structured data is not a ranking signal. That's true, but it's going to be a ranking signal in coming future. So it's always better to start using structured data on your site. Next point is social optimization, 11th point, and this is again another important thing. There is something called social signal. So you must use social signal on your site. You must include all the social media links. You may have a Facebook page, you may have Google Plus page, you may have Twitter account, you may have Pinterest company page, you may have a LinkedIn company page, you may have YouTube channel. So you can actually include all those social page URLs on your site, and that will help the user to go to different social channels you have on internet, and they can actually follow you, they can actually subscribe you, they can share your posts, they can comment on your posts, they can engage on the post. So that will increase the social signal on your social channels, and indirectly that will help you in social media optimization, your branding, your visibility, as well as ranking. And next point is add social share and follow buttons on your site. This is important. You can actually include, you can use addthis.com or sharethis.com type of sites where you can actually create different social buttons, social widgets, share buttons, follow buttons, and you can use that code. They will give you the code. You need to copy that code from those tools, and you have to use those on your site. So in that way you can actually include all the share and follow buttons on your site. So that will again help your visitor to share your content from your site. They can follow your social channels from your site, so automatically that improves the user friendliness, that improves the user experience, and you can actually get benefit advantage out of that. And add Facebook open graph and Twitter card. Again, this is important. If you have a Facebook page, or maybe if you do not have a Facebook page, that does not matter, but obviously you should have a Facebook page, Twitter account, Google Plus page, Pinterest company page, then LinkedIn company page, YouTube channel, Instagram. You can use many. There are lots of social networking sites are there. All those are actually good if you are active out on those. So but here what you need to do, you need to use Facebook open graph and Twitter card. This is important. You can actually use that easily. That is not very difficult, but you should use that. So if you follow all those points, if you follow all those techniques, then that will definitely help you to improve your on-page ranking, on-page SEO, on-page, not on-page ranking, it's on-page SEO. And if you have a strong on-page optimization, on-page SEO, so definitely that will help you in ranking also. But you need to always remember that these are not the only thing for SEO. There can be lots of other things which have effects on ranking or effects on SEO, like how many links you are building, how many relevant links you are building, how many relevant top quality links you are building. So those things also matter. How many citation you have built, what are the authority sites are, means how many authority sites are linking to your site. So those things matter. And it's not only this, you can also, for SEO is one thing, there can be some other things like digital marketing, where you can use social media optimization. You can use Google AdWords ads, you can use Facebook marketing, Twitter marketing, again LinkedIn is there, you can use YouTube for marketing. So those things actually help you in overall optimization of your brand on internet. But yeah, SEO is one thing which will get you maximum traffic, targeted traffic, which used to get converted very means good. So these are the 11 points which you must do on your on page, for each of the page on your site. And if you follow these things, obviously those are going to help you for strong on page optimization. That will create a good foundation for your site, that will help you to rank faster, rank higher, means index faster, indexing faster, crawling, and automatically that will improve your site's ranking on search engine. And at the same time, you need to keep on building links, you need to keep on earning links, you need to create lots of videos, you need to create lots of infographics, you need to create lots of PowerPoint presentations, you need to create lots of contents. So those will attract links out from outside, from different outside websites to your website. And they will those if you are getting lots of links from authority websites, backlinks from authority websites, so that will definitely help you in faster ranking. So this is the on page points. We are going to come up with some of the off page tips on next tutorial, and on next video we are going to discuss on the off page. So you need to follow this, and you can actually follow us on facebook.com/PromozSEO. You can follow us on twitter.com also, twitter.com/PromozSEO. You can visit our website on www.PromozSEO.com. We are into search engine optimization training, we are into digital marketing training, we provide SEO, we provide digital marketing, we provide Google AdWords training, we provide social media optimization training, social media marketing training, we provide YouTube marketing training. So you can contact us for those, and you can follow us on our social channels. Thank you for watching this, and we hope that these tips are going to help you, and all the best to all of you.